Hi crafters, this is Created and Crafting with Shirley Martin, featuring Stampin' Up! Products. You can find all my products I feature on my 24-hour store. And here is my link. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me at smartinforever@gmail.com. Well, today we're going to get into fall. And I really like this little set because anytime you can find little tiny things, you can make your own background. That can be flowers, that can be fall items, but these are always really fun to use and to enjoy. Let me show you something else that I do. I use a planner, and our family plans all kinds of things. I have birthdays, but I decorate my planner because it's just a fun thing to do. When we sit and plan as a family, we get all together and we talk about birthdays and things that we're going to do. Let me show you the other side. So I have all kinds of things going on, and I put it in my planner. The other thing I do is whenever I send a card to somebody, I write it down. Sometimes I have a bunch of people that I send to, and sometimes not very many. But it lets me know that I'm thinking of people, and these are the things that I like to enjoy and do, and just be able to show people that you care. So today we're working on these. And your background will be different than mine because you're creating it. So circles are a really neat thing to have. And let me show you, get my arm out of the way, let me show you some of the things that I've done. Get my arm in the way. So here's the inside of the, I'll flip it over, I saw a stain on there. This is the inside. So this is what we're going to stamp on, and this measures 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. Now you can make yours as long as you want. This is just how I made mine. I thought that this was long enough. What I intend to do with these is not really have them be bookmarks. I intend to, on the back, stick with a couple of my glue dots. I'm going to put a little Hershey's candy on there. So I think that'll be a fun thing to give out to people that I know. Okay, we also are going to be using this particular punch. It is the one that does the sentiment. Lost my word. And then also this one. And I want to show you in our catalog all of our punches, because punches are a fun, easy way to do a lot of things. So you could take the balloons and you could easily make this a fun happy birthday tag. Here's our circles, so you can have big, big, big pumpkins. We used to have ovals, but I think I die cut these out. So we have dies that have all kinds of sizes. So if you don't find the size in a punch, you can go to the dies that we have. The other thing I wanted to show you was these. This particular tag topper. So today we're using the Delightful tag topper. But there is a skillet tag topper, and that might work nicely with pumpkins too. It's kind of got that rounded bit. I wanted to be a little more elaborate, so I did that. I wanted to be fancy. But you could easily see I've got this Christmas tree punch. You could make this easily into a Christmas tag. Now our mini catalog is where you're going to find this set. It's called Banner Year. And you can get this punch too. Now I chose to use our lovely label punch because again it had the rounded fun things that pumpkins do. But here's this one. it can easily be tags. And you can see where I got the idea. You could make all kinds of neat things with this particular set. $17. If you want the punch, which is this one, it's $36. It's a great deal to get all of this. And look, you've got Halloween, you've got fall, you've got Christmas, you even have Valentine's Day. So don't forget, you're sweet. Guess who loves you? You know, this goes from now in September all the way through February. I am just going to have fun with, I pulled out all my fall colors. So you can pick whatever fall colors you want. You can add, a bumblebee yellow. That would be good. So any of these colors work. And of course I'll have them at the very end in the credits. Let's get started. I'm going to start with my pumpkin. And I've got them all mounted. So I do have multiple mounts, multiple little acrylics, because it makes a difference when you're having so many. There's a squirrel, and here's my same. So I have them all mounted, ready to go. And I'm not sure which way this pumpkin goes. I just kind of did what I thought, and I'm just going to put him all over the place. So I kind of made a staggering up the little card. It's not really a card. And this is really neat. You can see through it, and so it's very easy to place where you want it. Isn't that neat? I mean, it's just like magic. So fun. Let me get my cleaner. So what I did was I took my chamois and I cut it into 4, and then this is a gum holder, you know, the gum cases you can buy, and it just fits the chamois just perfectly. It also holds a 3x4 card base. It's a great little, so if you chew gum, everybody you know, make them save these for you. And then I just wipe them off. Very easy. Put it back on top. Okay. And when I use my colors, I stack them. I have my set here, and I say, as I use them, I line them up over here. So I have my variety for me. I'm going to use that beautiful Mary Merlot in between, because I just like this color. I am a red person. I do like my red colors. My bedroom is the buffalo plaid. That's that red and black. Isn't that pretty? So I know I'd better get something in there that's going to coordinate right back to that green. But I don't want it to be a lot. I do have the stem. I think I just need my little, it's like the fleur-de-lis, but leaf style. Needs one more right there. There we go. But this gives it that kind of country, you know, fall flavor to it. Just using my dauber. There we go. So it needs to be that dark color to see it. I have seen people stamp and make it lighter, but I just don't think, I'm going to use the mossy. I just don't think it looks as good. And this is just one of my strips. I've showed people and in my videos before how I keep strips, and let me show you again. Here they are. It's just in my box. I keep them in a box like this, and they're just all my trimmings. But they really come in handy when I need a little piece, like I do now. So I can write, "Happy fall, y'all." I originally came from California, and I have to tell you, I've been here. Oh, it's crooked. I have been in Texas. I should use my grid paper, shouldn't I? See, that's the nice beauty about this, is to use the grid paper. Just line everything up straight. There we go. And just trim this. Kind of looking over my grid paper to make sure it's straight. So I originally came from California and never thought I'd use y'all. My pastor's wife in California used to use it all the time. Here's our punch. I'm going to put this in. This is a 2-inch strip, and I have to tell you, when I cut this, let me see if I can show you. Move the camera. Bear with me. There we go. This is slightly under 2 inches. And I do that so that it can easily go into this punch. I don't even have to look at it. I just push it in. I do because that's just, I have to make sure this circle is right in the center. Punch it, and there's my tag. All I have to do is mount this on because I have measured it. Now remember, you can make your strips as long as you want. And I'm going to use my glue just because it's handy. I'm waiting for my new adhesive to come in our snail. We used to have this, but now we have got a new container, and I can't wait to get it. I ordered both kinds. The one that's just one that's really strong, and then one that's just works with all kinds of things. Okay, here's my green. I did cut this at 3/4 of an inch. Let me make sure, 3/4 of an inch, because see, this takes a half, a 3/4, or an inch, and I know that this strip is a half, so I know it's going to be just fine. I'm going to put this in the punch. I want the round, plump kind of looking kind. And then what I do is I just add this, put it up here, and I know it's going to take off. Whenever you punch, it's going to take off about that much. So I want to make sure I have plenty of room for my writing to fit and have equal ends. So what I do is I put this on here, and I say, well, I know I'm going to take off a little bit, so I'm going to make it right there. And get my dimensionals. Looks like I'm going to be using the little ones, because that was the fastest one to pull out. The big ones would work fine too. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting emails. And I'm just going to put this across that way, but first, now let me measure, I think about 7 inches. I like mine long, and I just whack it. Put these in here. And I'm going to use the linen thread to tie these up to make sure that they're stay where I want them, because I want it to stay really secure. I do a knot, and then I don't have to worry about my bow being tight enough on there. I know it's going to stay. Now I just make a bow. And these are so fun to give out. They're fun to give to your coworkers. I give them to my demonstrators. I make them for my daughter. It's for her to give in the classroom. They've gone back into the classroom, so that's kind of fun. But she can give them to her teachers that she works with. There we go. Now I am going to put a little pumpkin on here, because he's just cute. I think cute is good. Pumpkins are supposed to be plump. It's a plump time of year. There we go. Happy fall, y'all.